Salahuddin Al Ayyubi, commonly recognized as Saladin, holds a prominent place in Middle Eastern medieval history. He is credited with establishing the Ayyubid dynasty and was the first to bear the title of custodian of the two holy mosques. Let's delve into a brief overview of Saladin's historical significance. What makes Saladin a significant figure in history? Before I begin the story, I kindly request that you like and subscribe to our channel to receive more engaging content in the future. Your support is greatly appreciated. His life spanned from 1137 to 1193, during which he ruled as the Sultan of both Syria and Egypt. Saladin's widespread recognition stems from his decisive victories over multiple Crusader states at the Battle of Hattin and his capture of Jerusalem in 1187. His ability to unite the eastern regions of Egypt all the way to Arabia and maintain his supremacy is a testament to his leadership. In the process, Saladin successfully repelled the Third Crusade and effectively dismantled the Latin East states. Indeed, he stands as an iconic figure of that era, renowned not only for his political and military expertise but also for his character. In his early years, his father served as a Kurdish mercenary, and Saladin was born in the vicinity of Baghdad at the Tikrit Castle. However, what sets Saladin apart is his remarkable aptitude for polo and equestrian skills from a tender age. Following the acquisition of a diverse range of abilities near his homeland, he accompanied his uncle, Shirkuh, on a military campaign when Shirkuh assumed rulership over Egypt in 1169. Over time, Saladin's journey led him to become the governor of Egypt, a position he assumed under the guidance of Nur ad-Din, succeeding his relative. Accounts from that period describe Saladin as being of short stature, possessing a round face with dark eyes and a black beard. He consistently sought to place family members in positions of authority to maintain his control, a crucial strategy during that era. Following the death of Nur ad-Din in May 1174, the unity of the Muslim state coalition began to erode, providing Saladin with an opportunity to assert his claim as the rightful heir. It was during this period that he successfully assumed control over Egypt, a feat that appeared formidable at the time. Saladin's leadership played a pivotal role in uniting the Muslim world, and as the Sultan of Egypt, he went on to conquer Damascus in 1174. During that period, he asserted himself as the guardian of Sunni orthodoxy, and his removal from the Shiite Caliphate in Cairo significantly reinforced his position. His claim was widely accepted, enabling him to embark on the journey of uniting the Muslim world, or, at the very least, forming a coalition. Given the multitude of city rulers and independent states, this task appeared daunting at the outset, but Saladin's unwavering determination shone through. To forge the coalition, Saladin had to employ a blend of diplomatic efforts and military strategies. He engaged in battles and emerged victorious against an army at Hama in 1175, facing various military conflicts during that period. It's also worth noting that his authority was substantially solidified, primarily due to the recognition by the Caliph of Baghdad, who appointed him as the governor of Yemen, Egypt, and Syria. Nevertheless, Aleppo remained an independent entity, under the rule of Nur ad-Din's son, who posed considerable diplomatic challenges. Responding to two attacks on the Sultan of Egypt, Saladin took action by launching an assault on the Masyaf assassin castle. His triumph and the subsequent pillaging of the entire area represented a significant accomplishment for the era. Importantly, Saladin's endeavors extended beyond the realm of warfare. He often sought diplomatic solutions to achieve his goals. He married Nur ad-Din's widow and, later, the daughter of Unr. This strategic marital alliance allowed him to align with two influential ruling families of that era. While Saladin faced a defeat by the Franks at Mont Gizzard in 1177, he also succeeded in capturing a fortress in Jordan and secured a victory in 1179 at Mont Gizzard. Through these actions, he demonstrated his commitment to expelling Westerners from the Middle East, which garnered significant support at the time. Saladin was not only known for his military prowess but also for his reputation in terms of his conduct and his collaborative approach with others. He was dedicated to upholding justice and displayed remarkable generosity. Furthermore, he was perceived as the champion of Islam, particularly against the Christian forces. His stature grew even more remarkable in 1183 when he successfully seized Aleppo. In anticipation of potential Christian attacks, he established an Egyptian naval fleet. By 1185, Saladin had secured full control over Mosul and entered into a treaty. This accord would lead to collaborative efforts between him and the Byzantine Empire to confront the Seljuks, the common adversary troubling both empires. Saladin's motivation to eliminate them is evident. During this period, disputes over the rule of Jerusalem arose, and the Franks were entangled in various conflicts, diverting their attention. In April 1187, the Franks launched an assault on Kurit Castle, which was under the command of Saladin's son at that point. This incursion prompted the rapid assembly of a substantial army, drawing forces from Jazira, Aleppo, Syria, and Egypt. In response, the Franks themselves organized an army and clashed with Saladin's forces at Hattin. The battles of Jerusalem and Hattin unfolded at the start of July. Mounted archers engaged in hit-and-run tactics, persistently harassing the Franks. On the 4th of July that same year, a larger offensive was launched. Saladin marshaled approximately 20,000 troops for the Battle of Hattin, confronting the Franks led by Guy of Lusignan, who was then the king of Jerusalem. The Frankish forces numbered around 1,300 knights and 15,000 infantry, putting Saladin's army at a significant numerical advantage. Additionally, the Franks faced a shortage of both water and essential supplies. Saladin's forces ignited the dry grass, further exacerbating the dire situation for the enemy. While Raymond of Tripoli and his cavalry unit did succeed in repelling the Muslim attack team, the remaining Franks found themselves with limited options. Saladin's strategic actions played a crucial role in securing a decisive victory at Hattin. Some of the captured nobles were ransomed, with Guy of Lusignan being among those released. Others, like Reynald of Châtillon, met a different fate as they were executed, highlighting the severity of the conflict. The Knights Hospitaller and Knights Templar also faced execution. In September 1187, Saladin proceeded to capture Jerusalem, which, at that time, was relatively defenseless. On the eastern side, Christians were permitted to remain in the city, even though many churches were converted into mosques. Furthermore, Saladin's military campaign extended to the capture of cities like Caesarea, Jaffa, Nazareth, Tiberia, and Acre, among others. During the Third Crusade, Saladin had long advocated for a holy war against the Christians. In 1187, Pope Gregory III issued a call for a new crusade, aiming to reclaim Jerusalem. This call prompted the kings of Germany, England, and France to respond, leading to the formation of an alliance. They joined forces with Guy of Lusignan and then attempted to besiege Saladin's territories. Subsequently, the Crusader army successfully seized Acre in July 1191 and captured 70 ships from Saladin's fleet. They then advanced southward toward Jerusalem. In September 1191, a significant battle took place on the plains of Arsif. The Crusaders emerged victorious in this encounter, although Saladin's forces didn't sustain significant casualties. This setback, along with the losses of Arsif, Acre, and Jaffa, tarnished Saladin's reputation. Regarding his death and legacy, despite the Crusaders gaining control of some towns, it's worth noting that Saladin accumulated a substantial collection of artifacts. Nevertheless, he didn't reap significant benefits from the departure of the Crusaders. His life came to an end on the 4th of March 1193 at the age of 56, and it suggested that his demise was the result of the time and effort invested in his various campaigns. Naturally, the Muslim coalition faced significant instability from the outset, resulting in its rapid dissolution following Saladin's death. Saladin is primarily recognized for establishing the Ayyubid dynasty, which continued to govern Syria until 1260 and Egypt until 1250, after which these regions were taken over by the Mamluks. It's worth highlighting that Saladin's influence extended not only in the realm of military accomplishments but also in his contributions to literature. His exceptional diplomatic and leadership abilities, in particular, served as the subject of numerous books. Many people still hold deep respect and admiration for his achievements and his exceptional methods of governing diverse regions during his lifetime. If you found our content enjoyable, don't forget to show your support by liking and subscribing. It helps us keep bringing you more of what you love.